first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Toronto Raptors come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Atlanta Hawks. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are set to bring you the action as round 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs continues on 2K Sports. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. C.J. McCollum is out there with Kispert, and it's Risacher in at the 3 slot. And for the Raptors, the perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Scotty Barnes is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Johnson in at point guard. You take a look at Toronto, and in Game 1, they handled their business at home. This team is hoping to go up 2-0 and take control of the series.
You know, I really think Game 2s are just so important. A 2-0 lead isn't insurmountable. However, a vast majority of the time, the team up 2-0 advances.
Here's Risacher. Toronto making their last shot. To the middle. Oh, and Johnson with a block. There's the drive. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
And a nice find by Barrett. He has a complete game.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Hawks. 4-point game. Kispert outside. Outside Risacher. Okongwu, a screen on Ingram. To the inside. Kispert outside. Clock at 4. That three's off the mark. Johnson with it. McCollum covering. And that one's good. Ingram.
A long wing. Ingram has the ability to score down low, not just knocking down perimeter shots.
Picked up by Okongwu. The 3 from Risacher. Drills it from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Johnson for 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made. I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Williams, a screen on McCollum. Inside. It's intercepted. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Okongwu. Johnson on the wing. 5 on the clock. McCollum's shot is off. Raptors lead by 4. Fires for 3. The shot by Johnson, no good.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Kispert outside. The 3 from Risacher. Rebound Toronto. Outside Johnson. And Williams punches it home.
Such a special target at the rim. Mark Williams finishes that oop with ease.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Caldwell Pope's checked in for Toronto. Now here's Kispert. Outside Risacher. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Johnson. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
They're really working the paint now.
For 3, McCollum nails it from 3.
That's a knockdown outside shooter. McCollum knows he has the green light to fire away from downtown anytime.
Shot by Johnson, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Okongwu. Soft touch off the glass.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
He connects, and now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Back to McCollum, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. McCollum's got 5.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments, and it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Toronto. 3-point lead. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, PA.
You know, there's an edge the way they play, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. We've got 1:28 left in the opening quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Toronto.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Toronto making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's Wallace. Connects from downtown.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Here's Landale. Misses the 3. Raptors lead by 7. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Healed for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Johnson passes to Ingram. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And this is his first. Atlanta making some changes here. Jalen Johnson comes in for Williams, and Kispert is subbed in for Hield. From deep, Johnson. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
On the floor for Atlanta, Jalen Johnson is out there with Jock Landale. Then there's Corey Kispert, then it's Kuminga, and it's McCollum at the point.
Impressive one-hand slam right there,
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
They set the pick to the paint. Murray Boyles, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
McCollum taking his time here. Another 3 for Atlanta.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Now here's Kispert. Clock at 6. The kick out to Johnson. Off target with the 3.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Johnson. Barnes a screen. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Nice shot by Kuminga.
The practice makes perfect. So Kuminga's put a lot of time into refining his shot motion off the catch.
It's okay then.
So courageous. Taking it right to the defender.
Oh, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Mark Williams, He's checked in for Toronto. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Landale, and it's Rizachet in for McCollum. So it's Atlanta now. They trail by 3. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Johnson, and he dunks it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Rizachet better than this.
Johnson with it. Now Okongwu defending. Barrett. Okongwu with the rebound.
I'll tell you, he's been struggling, but they are still in line to come out of here with a W.
Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Okongwu's gotten his second bucket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Toronto out in front, up by 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And as we welcome you to halftime, without question, Game 2 has been a battle for the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, they're attacking the paint and forcing the issue.
Yeah, those boys are nasty and physical. A couple of times, I thought the defender was going in the rim with the ball.
Taking a look at how the series is going for the Raptors. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson.
And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. R.J. Barrett out there with Johnson. And it's Williams in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic.
Yeah, that's about perfect timing on the alley-oop finish. Scotty Barnes' teammates know he's a big-time vertical threat.
Shot's good by McCollum.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Here's Johnson. Oh, hey! How about that?
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Okongwu, a screen on Ingram. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Johnson, rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson with it, and it's Ingram picking him up. Pass to Kispert. Now here's Okongwu. Johnson a screen on Williams. The 3 from Rizachet hits the trifecta. Rizachet's got 8.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Barnes with a screen on McCollum. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Johnson finds Barnes. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
McCollum outside. Unloads. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Launches a 3. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Kispert. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Really left him alone that time. 10 points for him.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 36 points. Oh, and Johnson slams it in. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Johnson for 3, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Barnes with a screen on McCollum. It's Johnson with a drive. Count it. Barnes has got 6 here in the quarter.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Kispert outside. Back to McCollum. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13. And so here is Toronto. Johnson with it. He's got 38. Misses with a tough leaning jump shot. Pass to Rizachet. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And now a 4-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, great look for Rizachet. Close in, gets it done.
Caldwell Pope's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Atlanta also making some changes. Landale's checked in for a couple.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Now here's Landale. Pass to Hield. Lets the 3 fly. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson finds Barrett. Counted from distance. Barrett's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Boy, that comfort level from three-point territory, that is something R.J. Barrett's continue to work on.
6 on the shot clock. Hield for 3. Here in the second half, this game still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Williams a screen on McCollum. It's Johnson with a drive. Kicks it out to Barrett. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it. Williams is checked in for the Hawks. Wallace comes in for McCollum. The Hawks leading. Wallace outside. Hield from outside. He buries it from 3. Hield's got 6 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
You know what? I like that play. Putting Ingram in a position to succeed.
Wallace with it. Johnson on him. Hield from outside. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Pass to Barrett. Back to Johnson. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Hield. Atlanta leading by 5. Takes the 3. That shot, no good. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Hawks ahead, up by 5. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Quinn Snyder with some words for his players.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our... A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Johnson passes to McCollum. And here's Kuminga. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, and with that attack mindset, Kuminga draws a lot of attention and oftentimes a lot of contact.
Kispert's checked in for Atlanta. And so he's able to get one of two. Raptors trail by 3. From deep, Johnson nails it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 43 points.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Boy, big-time denial from Scotty Barnes. Use that frame to your advantage.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Shot clock at 6. Fades away, and that one is right through the heart. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Welcoming the chance to take important shots. McCollum knows his teammates and coaches. They trust his judgment, and they did right there.
Sends it home from three-point land. 48 points for Jay.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Toronto making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Risache comes in for Kuminga. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now Barnes. Outside Johnson. Oh, connects again.
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. McCollum fires! Oh, he comes right back with a 3 of his own.
A huge shot. His three-point shooting has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
Johnson! Oh, he hits a tough fadeaway.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
McCollum against Johnson. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
4 on the clock. McCollum! And they get it back. The free ball is down! This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
He got it!
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Johnson. And another one!
You see how easily he's getting buckets? To be this hot must be a heck of a feeling.
Man, and get this. He's now tied for the 3rd most points in a playoff game ever.
And his 57 ties him with Donovan Mitchell's bubble game in 2020.
The free throw drops for McCollum. Here's Johnson. Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
Cash from downtown.
Scotty Barnes with the big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
Up top, McCollum. Covered by Johnson. Johnson against McCollum.
Well, McCollum just so competitive. He never gives up on the play or his team.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time.
Yet another bucket!
And he now owns 3rd place for most points in a playoff game.
Oh, just an incredible game. Nothing can slow him down.
Only Elgin Baylor and Michael Jordan ahead of him. I mean, how much further can he go?
Here's McCollum. They could win it. So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And time now for our player of the game.